All right, y'all, we are outside on this hot and humid day, but we are so excited because we've got Miss Carolyn Owens here from Semmes Heritage Park. She's the president, and we're talking about something really, really cool for our folks here on the Gulf Coast. Good morning.
Hello, Chelsea. Good morning.
It's so nice to see you. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We want to talk about what you've got in your hand today. It's something really neat, especially for the folks of Semmes.
Yes, it's very nice, and we've just had so much interest in our book. It's our second history book about the Semmes community. The first one came out in about 96. Miss Lib Dodd and a group of ladies worked with it for 2 years. And actually, we worked with ours for about a year. We had a committee that wrote articles about the Semmes community. It starts out with the olden days back around 1900, and it brings us up to our modern day. You know, we're incorporated now, so we've seen lots of changes in Semmes, and we're going to have a city hall built soon. So we're excited about that.
And that could be added to the third issue of this.
Well, now it's already in here, but that we're looking forward to the City Hall. But of course, our third edition will be someday.
Yep. Well, we want to go ahead and talk about what this book has to offer. Maybe the process of you guys and you ladies going through and picking out certain photos, certain stories of the Semmes history. How did you narrow it down to just one book?
Well, like I said, this is our second book, and this one is pretty comprehensive. We had an editor who helped us this year, Mahalia Church. We had some folks that helped us with photoshopping. Charlie Phillips was one of them, Teeny Parker, Lance Bogan. We had a fine staff to work with us. Diane Moore wrote a grant with the Alabama 200, and that's how we were able to hire an editor and publish our book. Books can be ordered we have a P.O. box, and I think that's on your site, and they can send $25 check plus $5 for shipping, and we'll mail a book. Now, we don't have many books left, but we do have enough to share for now. And we might even have another one printed. We do have a printer, and you know, he's ready to print more as we need them.
Such exciting news for sure. There you see that P.O. box number on your screen if you are interested in ordering this. Now, tell me a little bit about the history for the folks at home who aren't familiar with it. What's your favorite story in this book?
Well, of course, one of my favorite stories is about the Buddy Martin Nursery. And also there's a story in here that my husband told me for years about a lady who was always out in the pasture with her goats. And one night he was coming home from I don't know where late, and he slid off the road. It was a dirt road, Howells Ferry Road. He slid off the road into this lady's fence, and he damaged it. Well, he intended to go back the next morning to repair it because he couldn't see it in the dark. But the next morning when he got out of bed, that lady, who was Miss Lucy Waltman, was there at my husband's home and telling his daddy, his boy hit her fence and he better be there to repair it soon. So my husband Ellis said he was there quickly to repair Miss Lucy Waltman's fence.
How sweet. So just stories from home,
yes,
stories that have been passed down.
Sweet stories. The history of our park really is the most interesting part of the whole book. Back in the 90s, Semmes was beginning to grow, and our Semmes matriarch, Lib Dodd, called some of the Women's Club members and other interested citizens and said, we're about to lose our little schoolhouse. New schools are being built, and we're afraid that this one is going to be destroyed. She said, we need to save this little school building. So interested folks rallied to Lib's call, and we formed a group. We raised funds. One of the book printing of the first book was one way to help supply funds for our establishing of the park. And now we have a whole park built around our little one-room schoolhouse. We have school children. We welcome school children to come and experience a day in our schoolhouse as it would have been back in 1902.
Wow.
We've refurbished the inside, no electricity. We just open the windows and let the cool air in like we're doing here. And the children enjoy it. We have a playground. We've added a chapel. Joe Schumach was our first president, and he helped build a huge chapel that's a replica of a church that stood there, Mount Pleasant, which was the mother church for Semmes First Baptist. We have added an Amish one-room cabin, and recently a gazebo. So we're really excited about our park, and therefore our book talks about our park.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. There you see all the information. If you want to order your book, you can also visit their Facebook page. We'll have all of that listed on our website, fox10tv.com, right after the show. We'll come